Hi everyone, my name is Amit and today we are going to talk about higher order function in Scala. So before we talk about higher order function, we will take this very short description about higher order function. So higher order function is basically introduced in functional programming language. So functional programming language treat functions as first class values. This means that like any other value, a function can be passed as parameter and written as result. Actually, this provides a very flexible way to compose your programs. So basically your logics will be at one place and you will be start calling those logics wherever you need by passing those functions as parameters. So we'll see one small example of higher order function. So let's say that we have one list, but before that we will go to REPL of Scala. Let's say that we have one list where list of type int. Let's say that we have like 4 elements. So we have defined one list called list. Now we will try to create one function. Let's say that def double value, which will take one integer and it will double the value whatever we pass. So we have one list. Now we have one function which is called double value. Now we all know that we have one map function for list. So we will try to pass each and every element from that list and see that how it is going to call this double value function and how actually behaves when we pass this function as parameter. So we'll say list dot map and then we have element. So we have each element as e. Now we will say double value of e. So now if you see the result, we have 1, 4, 9 and 6. So whatever element has been passed is it was doubled by the function double value. So this was basically one example by taking the code for map and passing one double value function as parameter. So map is now called as higher order function. Now let's say that this was the predefined function for Scala library and we have used it. Now we might be wondering that do we have the same leverage to use the custom function or user defined function which user creates. So the answer is yes, and we will try to see that how we can use user defined function and how it can be used as higher order function as well. So let's say that we will define one small function def add. Now in that add we will have one value called a and b. Now the return type will be int and we will simply add this to value a and b. Now we have method add. Now this logic will be separate here, add. Now we will see that how we can start calling this function by passing into some other functions. Let's say that we have one method called def adder, and in adder we will say that first element will be a, second element will be b, and now this part is little tricky. Since we are discussing about higher order function, here we are going to pass one function as parameter. So let's say that here we can give any name. I am going to take name as func. Now we are going to use this function as parameter. So here if you see we have two argument a and b and the type is int comma int. So here we have to pass only the data type whatever we have used. So basically it will map for two argument function, and return type we are going to define by equal to and greater than. So return type for this method is int, so I will say int. Now we are going to print the message this is added value, and then we will call this function. So since we have this function c, I will tell that okay, function c are going to take two values. So actually here the definition will tell that what value we are going to pass. So since from the function we are getting a and b, we will pass a comma b, and we will close the inverted comma, and then we will say. So we have the definition ready for adder as well. Now we will try to call the adder method. So adder. Now in adder we will pass 10 comma 20. Now we have to pass the function which will accommodate this kind of signature to the any function, and which will having return type int. So we have already add method which is perfectly suitable for our use cases. So we will say add. Now here we need to take into the notice that in add function we are not going to pass anything, because as soon as we pass the add, it will just check that okay, this add value whatever has been passed, whether it is defined for two argument or not. So in first cases the first check is two argument function, so yes it is. Now second is that whether those values are int or not, second one is also passing. Third is whether it is returning int or not, that is also passing. So we will just send it. Now as soon as it comes to the function tree, and when they try to see that whatever has been passed, so they will take the a comma b in the passed values. So here it will be 10 and 20, and then it will try to call that add function, and then it will return the value for us. So we'll see the result now. Now if you see the result, it has not printed. So I think we have made one mistake here. We could have used here string interpolation. So now we have to again define, and then we have to again call it. So now if you see here, this is calling the add function, and the result is 30 now. So this is how we separate the entire logic altogether, and whenever we want to use that function we can use, and this is how high order function works in functional programming language. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe my channel if you like it, comment it and give some feedback, and please comment the topic which you want me to cover from the Scala. Thank you so much.